Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Sonia from True Soul Intuition, and we're here to do a reading for Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter and Mars to see what's going on in Leo's current energy, to hopefully bring forward some messages from Spirit to be able to move you out of any situation you may feel stuck in at this time, whether it's to do with love, life and spirituality. All the boundaries for my readings are in the description box below, as well as any contact details and all the other platforms I'm available on. If you like my readings and resonate with me as a reader, please like, share and subscribe. I appreciate that. And if you are returning, thank you very much. I know you guys are really super patient. So welcome, Leo. There's a bit of a rainstorm going on, so if you hear any background sound, it is the rain. It is going crazy right now, of course, but you know, what's a bit of rain during a card reading? It gives it a little bit more atmosphere. So let's get straight into it, Leo, and see what comes forward for you in your current energy. Kind of the energy for the collective, please. What's currently going on in Leo's energy? Alright, one more please. You just told me to slow down. I always do that. I always tap into the energy and just kind of get taken away by the energy of certain star signs. So we've got this one that came out first. Diving for the light. Be the hunter, not the hunted, which is interesting. And visions of life beyond death. We've got our magic coming in right now. That's an interesting type of energy. See, what's happening to you, Leo, if I can just go by what I'm seeing, is that you're actually coming into a space of knowing something. Something that may have been hidden deep in the dark depths of who you are, emotionally, may actually be rising up to the top, where you're finding strength and clarity in some type of energy that you may have felt has been lost or dead and gone. You know, like it's almost like finding a spark within you, but it's emotional. So it may have been a trigger, it may have been something that it may have broken you down a little bit emotionally, or maybe you broke down a little bit emotionally just to be able to move forward into a space of knowing and clarity, because it's like, okay, now I understand why I feel this way. And I feel like it's a little bit unexpected. I feel like maybe when you have dug down a little bit deeper, you found that, well, okay, I didn't expect all of this to be here. And I feel like here with Diving for the Light, you've actually gone through a long period or a struggle where you haven't been able to fully be yourself. So, you know, everyone expects you to be light and bright, but they don't understand it. You have quite deep depths within you. Like, you're quite a deep person. You may think, you know, quite deeply or feel quite deeply, but you may hide that as well from others. It may have been something that you had was your emotional space. But you're finding now that being emotional isn't so bad, because it's actually allowing you to find the strength within you, within those times that would usually make you feel sad or depressed. That you're actually finding a lot more strength there, because you're coming to the knowledge of something or the knowing of something. And I feel like you're starting to understand a little bit more about who you are as a person. And here we go, diving for the light, and then we go, be the hunter, not the hunted. This is when you sort of like get that spark back, you get your groove back, you're feeling better about yourself, you're seeing better, you're thinking better, you're communicating better. It's sort of like, I have awakened. And you have awakened in a way that when the owl medicine comes in, you've actually gone through a very strong healing. And Diving for the Light can actually talk about healing as well. So you've actually gone through a powerful healing here, and everything's starting to align, where you're starting to feel like you're found out more about yourself, or you are communicating with an energy that allows you to believe in the impossible. Now, I know that sounds weird, because I'm just intuitively speaking and let it come forward. I just feel like you're focusing now on something that you may have felt had passed and gone, or is dead, or blocked, or you know, sort of like lost. I feel like it's more like lost than actually dead. You know what I mean? Like, it's sort of like a dream that you thought, or a person that you thought was dead and gone or would never come back, is actually, you know, it's actually, you're starting to actually see that there's still life available in there. And that a lot of the times you may have been conflicting between your emotional and ego space with your spiritual space, and it's your spiritual space that's asking you to look a little bit deeper and a little bit longer and a little bit harder, and and to look at that in a way that allows you to see better, because it's sort of like, don't see it with your eyes open, sense it with your eyes closed. And I know that sounds a little weird, but it's more about how do you feel inside about things. That's what it is. It's sort of like whatever it is that you felt was dead and gone, or maybe lost and never to be retrieved, can actually be retrieved here. You can actually pull it back from the brink and save maybe a relationship or a career or a passion that you thought you had to give up 100%, but maybe you're trying to bring it back now because you're understanding right here with be the hunted, not the hunted. Sorry, be the hunter, not the hunted, actually seeing very clearly who you are. And I like that, 8s for me. You've got very powerful numbers. You've got 11, 8, and 44. Very strong numbers, master numbers here. And 8 is actually about good. For me, I have my own type of numerology. Just the way I think about numbers is different. And for me, 8 is about the right place, the right time, the right person. So you're getting on top of your game. I want to put it like that. You're getting on top of your game, Leo, and you're starting to feel better about who you are as a person. You feel stronger, which is awesome. So we're going to bring in some spirit guides to see what they have to say about this situation. What's going on with Leo? Oh, Isis. Okay. What's going on with Leo? What advice do you have for Leo this time? Thank you. You actually got 3. So you've got, I'm pretty sure it's 3, yes. So you've got Isis, which is actually, sort of coming in alignment with this diving for the light. So Isis is magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So you've really tapped into a really strong, powerful time for you. So you may be tapping more into your intuitive or gut feeling and moving forward with that and deciding, you know what, would this be the hunter, not the hunted? I know what I need. I know what I want, and I want to go for it. And here you have ancestor spirit with white eagle. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. See, this for Leo, I feel like that's what's happened to you. You've actually gone in and found where it is. Where is that place that made me feel like I couldn't have it all, like I wasn't worthy of things, that I couldn't have what I wanted. And I feel like you've actually changed it, because a lot of us with the white eagle has actually been showing up for everyone in most of the readings I've been doing. So it's an interesting energy that even though I've shuffled these decks a million times before I actually do your guys' readings, they're still coming out. So White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit, and you've got Mary Magdalene. Also another card that's been coming out. So across the board, everyone's waking up to the knowledge of something and the knowing of something. So you have White Eagle Spirit, or what did I say? White Eagle Spirit, Ancestor Spirit, White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit, sorry guys. Connect to the lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. And that's what you've been going through. A deep, meaningful healing that actually brought you into the space of knowing something and then really going for it. Like, that's why you're being the hunter, instead of the hunted. You're like, I'm not going to let this come and take me. I'm not going to let it take me down. You're actually getting stronger. And over here, if you have a look, the seahorse actually represents inner strength. So it's where it's able to live symbiotic with its environment without causing any damage or harm to anything else around it. So it's quite a powerful stage for you. You have Mary Magdalene, Teacher Awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. So it's all like you're coming into the knowledge of something, right? You're coming into the knowing of something. And it feels like something that you felt you couldn't have before, but you understand now that you actually deserve it and that you deserve to have that in your life. Which is actually really, 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 really powerful for you, Leo. And I'm actually happy for this star sign, because you usually have a bit of a hard way when it comes to your life. So you're actually coming into the knowledge of something about you, about your past, about the kind of wounds or trauma you may have been carrying, and really looking at healing it, nurturing it, and then using it in a way that's powerful, that shifts you out of whatever that you've been stuck in at this time. So we're just going to bring forward the energy of the person coming towards you in love. Who is coming towards Leo in love, please? Who's coming towards Leo in love? Well, it's funny that there's a lot of cards that fell out, so you may have a lot of admirers or friends that actually show you a lot of love. But the one that if you have a look here, the one that my thumb caught was actually the crocodile. So it's someone watching and waiting, and they're kind of, it's interesting. It's sort of like I'm looking away, but I'm looking at you. You know, I'm trying not to care, but I care. And I feel like they are very tight-lipped. They're keeping their jaw locked. So this may be someone. This is why you could be feeling like something that you've lost is dead and gone, because this person may have turned away. So that reptilian skin, that crocodile skin, it could be a representation of just them sort of being cold towards you at this time. And being of the water element, they may be hurt. It might not have been something, you know, they may have actually hurt you, attacked you, or they may feel the same about you. So they're kind of gone a little bit reptilian on you, and turned away from you, but they're definitely still keeping an eye on you and keeping track, and they're just not saying anything right now, and they're kind of being a little bit cold. But it's sort of like, the thing about a crocodile is that they'll spend a lot of time in the water, but they like to get out and warm themselves in the sun, like most reptilians do. They'll warm themselves in the sun, and I feel like this person is actually missing your warmth and your fire, and they actually feel sad about that sometimes. So they're giving me the energy of like, I don't care, but I care. Let's see how Leo feels about his person coming towards him in love. Oh, the zebra. Yeah. It's funny too, because the zebra energy was an interesting energy that came out, and it said, yeah, I know I'm beautiful. So with Leo's deciding that, you know what, I know that I have special qualities about me. The zebra is actually quite upbeat and fun-loving, and really likes to sort of travel and explore and expand themselves. So, you know, if Leo's feeling really strongly about this person, and it feels like even though this person has turned away from Leo's looking straight at them and googly eyes. Like, you have a lot of, you know, you really think about this person in a strong way. And I wouldn't blame you if you did, because I feel like even though they come across as a crocodile, they're not really a crocodile. There's something within them that triggers it, because you're coming across as a zebra who's like, yep, you know, I know I'm beautiful and I have a lot of energy and I'm quite, you know, but the way that the zebra looks at the crocodile is like, you know that they're not scary, you know they're not actually a crocodile, but it's the way that they're portraying themselves towards you, because I feel like they feel hurt about something. But you come across as a zebra, the fire sign, the passion, the knowledge that you have a lot of energy for this person. And I feel like you feel better, so you're strutting your stuff. And you want this person to see you. You want to stick out. You want this person to notice you. And you want this person to care about you. And so it's sort of like, it's not that you'd come across and roar at this person. You know now just to be the zebra. And the zebra will, you know, use their energy and their charisma to lure this person in. Even though you're very aware that this person could actually really hurt you, you're prepared to do it. You know, it's like, you know, you're the hunter. This is just a lure. You know, you're luring this crocodile out of the water because you want them out of the water. That way they can't hide from you. So we're just going to see the mutual connection. Yeah, the lion, see? Very strong. This person, I feel for you, Leo, brought out the best in you. This is why they're hurt. Whatever happened, there was something that happened. And I can tell you this happened before this person came along. But whatever it was, you feel they brought out the best in you, and you made them feel the warmth and heat of the sun. Like, it was quite passionate energy here. And the thing is, it's sort of like, it could be, this person could be like a soulmate for you, and they're kind of acting a certain way, but it isn't the way that they would normally be or act around you, because, you know, they're quite, you know, soft, but they're acting, it's sort of like an act for me. That's the vibration that I'm getting from the crocodile. It's like, you know, I care, but I don't care. And it's a pity, because they are keeping an eye on you, they are watching you, they are sort of maybe spying, but acting like they're not. And the zebra's just doing what the zebra does. It's sort of like, I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to put my energy out there. And, you know, if this person still cares about me, they'll come towards me. And that's how it is. And the thing is, the connection was so strong, it's undeniable. You bring out the best in each other. There's a loyalty. There's a golden energy to this connection with the lion coming forward. You know, it's sort of like this, you know, it's sort of like a once in a lifetime type of connection. And the thing is, the zebra itself is actually a very rare energy, a very intoxicating, very alluring. So it makes sense that would come forward for Leo. So let's have a look and see what kind of guidance we can get from the Fairy Oracle about this situation. What kind of guidance can we have for Leo, please, considering this situation? Oh, we've got Avril, Parrot, Master Builder, Flaff the Footer, and He of the Fiery Sword. Okay. Hey, Leo. It's weird because I'm hearing Bob Marley songs in my head. So much trouble in the world. So I feel like there's something that you want to say to somebody, and you've been waiting to be able to become powerful enough to say it. You may have often felt hesitant, or this person, it could, whichever way it switches, but definitely wanting to communicate and say, come to me now. You know, this you're actually missing somebody, Leo. You actually you want this person to come towards you. You don't want to have to chase, because that's not how, you know, the king doesn't go chasing the prey. The prey is given. And the thing is, this person is just as strong. They're just a different way of going and approaching it. So it's sort of like two different wills here. And the only way this can get better, because here we've got Flaff the Footer, it's like go, stop, go. So there's some type of hesitation. You know, one of these things are doing their own thing. One of these things are kind of the same. You know, so it's like this one thing, and it's that somebody has to break the ice. Because of communication, He of the Fiery Sword is just sitting right there, waiting, burning. You know, so like the truth wants to come out here. He of the Fiery Sword wants to actually sit here at the top of this and say, look, I'm here, I'm available. And even over here with Master Maker, I'm available, I'm here. It's sort of like, that's what you're doing, being the zebra. That's what you're doing. But maybe your person's just like, nah, I'm not going to really, I can't do this. I can't do this. You know, whatever it was that caused the rift and pulled you two apart, because I feel like this is what it is. There's a disconnection and a very strong connection. It's because somebody won't budge. Somebody won't budge. Somebody won't come forward. They're afraid to make that step or that first step towards you. And I feel like it may be you or this person, but I feel like it's just a slight miscommunication, because with Avril Parrot here, you see how he's pointing to his throat. There is something that's stuck that needs to be said. You know, some type of knowledge or intellect that has actually sparked this need to come forward now, and I feel like it's a very powerful force for you that is hard to ignore with He of the Fiery Sword and the Master Maker, because they're master cards basically. And the Master Maker is sort of like someone that's mastered the art of who they are, career wise. You know, like they know a lot about who they are, and they're saying, well, I'm here, and it contradicts what the Fiery Sword is saying. Well, I'm here, I'm the sword of truth and justice, I'm here. And it's sort of like, that's what I mean, you both come forward as strong energies, but in very different ways in which you communicate. So you may be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, or even another fire sign as well. And I feel like somebody's just a little bit stubborn, or both, wanting to come forward. You know, it's sort of like they're saying, well, I'm good enough for you to come forward. Look at me, I'm pretty, I'm beautiful, I am exactly who I am. And the thing is, this person's like, yeah, well, I've been stuck in that trap before. And you can see the stubbornness. So it's almost like you're both put up arms against each other, you know, like drawn swords against each other, even though the mutual connection is that of love and loyalty. So somebody has to make the first step. Somebody has to choose to step forward. And for me, I feel like this is Leo, because the very first card was diving for the light. Finding inner strength. Finding strength and learning how to be courageous. Because the thing about the seahorse is that even in storms, it holds on to the reeds and the seaweed and the coral around it, and it doesn't destroy it, but it holds tight, and it yearns for more serene environments to be, you know, to live in. So maybe you've had to really go and find what you needed to find within you, some type of healing to allow you to bring forward some type of, you know, like it's almost like you've found some inner peace here amongst the chaos, whatever chaos, that could be just your life, but you've found inner peace, and with finding inner peace you've found inner strength, and it feels like you're the one that wants to step forward, Leo. You're the one that wants to make that move, but your person, I would be very afraid of the retaliation, because they are defensive, and you would have to use very subtle ways to be able to draw them out from their defenses to come into your light, and for them to actually believe that, you know, you've found the love in your life, the spark, you've found it. Because it feels like Leo's been going through a very rough stage, and really wanting to bring forward the love that they feel for someone here, and the healing, and share the healing that they're going through at this time. But over here, it's just a matter of communication and making the right moves to be able to bring this person in, Leo. So I feel like you've got the right stuff, and be brave, be strong, and yeah, all the best for this situation. Your person, yeah, they don't seem too keen to be able to communicate, because they're very tight-lipped, but I feel like there's a part of them that is always still thinking about you and feeling for you, and if that's what you needed to know, if that's the kind of confirmation you needed, I feel like this person, they may never say it, but they do feel this way for you. So just be happy in knowing that fact, Leo, that they still care. Alright, so I'm going to leave it right there, guys, and please like, share, and subscribe if you resonate with me. I appreciate that. Until next time, guys. Bye. Take care.